That's a beautiful question, and I could say loads. You know, this is a very special time of the year, and it is celebrations and showing love and compassion and having a joyous time in that way. You know, dancing and singing, you know, embracing each other, because that's what God and the angels want. And just having, how would I say, that spirit of Christmas, you know, that celebration, and with your family and with your friends. And I would say not to forget any member of your family, or not to forget any of your friends either. Because it is a joyful time, it is a time of celebration. And those angels are even, you know, are still and constantly dropping those balls of light on every home, filling you with the spirit of Christmas, filling you to remember love, to remember kindness, to see that hope, that when you look at a child, it reminds you of Christmas. It reminds you of the celebration of the spirit of Christmas, of giving and caring. And that's something we should really try and not to forget with our family either, and with our friends. We should have a look, maybe sometimes, and say to ourselves, I'm having a joyous time, a wonderful time. Am I including everyone in my family? Am I sharing that celebration with them? Or have I stepped away from them? I could step back again, because this is a very special time of the year of celebration. This is where, how would I say, that veil of heaven, you know, has been made lighter to help us to see. And we are getting an understanding about a child being born, innocent and pure, and coming into the world full of love, compassion and hope. And I know many religions at this time of the year celebrate as well, but in different ways. But we are asked by the angels and by God to celebrate with love. So if there's anyone in your family that you have missed that may be in need, because it can happen, and it happens every single year at this time when everyone is celebrating. It could be an uncle. He could be old. It could be an aunt that is alone and no one talks to them, or they have been forgotten about. And they're the stranger. They're the one in need. It could be a neighbor, not related to you at all. It could be, you know, a student or a young person that has started out in life and is separated from their family, from those that love them, but for some unknown reason to you, a big barrier has been put up. And you have to remember, this is a very special time of the year, of celebration, of love, of that child being born. So anyone in need that you know of, reach out that helping hand. Always try and not allow anyone to be alone. This is something that I have always been so aware of. As my children grew and they had friends, and as they got jobs and working, and in their work discovered at this time of the year that a work colleague, someone that they worked with, was going to be alone at Christmas. And I would say to my children, let's invite them to come here for Christmas, and we share what we have with them and show them love and that we care. So at this time of the year, it gives you an opportunity to find those relatives that may be alone, that maybe you never knew about, to bring them into the family circle. It could be that stranger in need that needs a little love, needs to know that someone cares. Because again, the sad thing at this time of the year, even though those angels are dropping those balls of light, reminding us of the spirit of Christmas, reminding us of that little glimpse of heaven where we came from. A lot of times, at this very special time of the year, we have suicide, and I have to bring that word in. So if you can save someone's life, whether it's a neighbour living alone, whether it's a family, that you can give a little helping hand. I know here we do a lot of that, but we all have to play our part. We all have to show love, and God is always calling on us all of the time to, to open our hearts, to allow our soul to come forward, that spark of light of God that's in you. You are pure love. And that's an incredible gift to have. And you have a gift of a guardian angel. And it is to listen with compassion and hope, and to celebrate and dance, and to know that you have put a smile on all the faces in your family, and that you've put a smile on all of your friends' faces too, because they've been celebrating with you, and that you haven't forgotten someone that may be outside your family, or maybe even be in your family but has been forgotten, that you put a smile on their face too, and you embrace them in love and compassion and hope. And that is one very special thing for Christmas, for this very special time of the year. And when you look out your window, when you're sitting there, and you know that God is sending those angels and they're dropping those balls of light on your home, allow those balls of light touch your heart of love, compassion and hope, and celebrate with joy that a child has been born, pure and innocent. And this child, God, Jesus, has reached out its hand, has reached out its light, and is showing you the light of hope, the light of joy, the light of celebration of what could be if you allow it to be. So I'm going to say, love you and bless you. Bye-bye.